Are you ready for Mr. Toad's Wild Ride? Have you been on that ride at Disneyland? The cart is circling and backing up and going sideways, and the lights are changing, and the railroad grade comes down. It's very, there's a sense of urgency and a sense of disorientation. People, welcome to transition. Now, I already had a mommy during the break say, well, Sarah, really, I am planning on an epidural. Do I have to do all these things? No, you don't have to do all these things. And I want you to be really familiar and ready to do some of the coping responses as you need to on your way to getting an epidural. And I will talk about those in more detail. Page 40, there it is to scale, 7 to 10 centimeters. It is the shortest and the most challenging phase, without question. Partners, put a star next to the last line in the blue box. This is where she needs to be reminded. Your body is doing its work. The baby is coming. I am right here. Let me assure you, people working through labor at this point on their own steam, your nurse is nearby. Your nurse is nearby. She's not gone very far because you need backup. This is an intense phase and you will need the support. Page 41. More bloody show. She may have some shakes. She may toss her cookies at this point from the rush of adrenaline. Emotionally, put a star next to the remember. You will be surrounded by support. She's got to be reminded. You are doing this. You are doing this. People, let me just sum it up, because as I look around, this is actually what I think. Look at the women in this room. You're lovely, socially graceful women. I would have lunch any day with any of you. We would have a good time. Your social graces will not help you the day you give birth. In fact, I'm going to suggest that when you get to the hospital, before you step over the threshold into your labor and delivery room, moms, before you do that, deposit your social graces right outside the door in the social graces basket. Just leave them there. Now you enter your labor room prepared to be a primitive woman. Prepared to be, do, sound, position, do whatever you need to do to bring this baby out of your body. Seriously, partners, you have a distinct opportunity prenatally to really give her permission. Things like, baby, we're going to go in there, we're going to roll up our sleeves, and we're just going to do this. It's sort of like mud wrestling. Get in there. It's not delicate. It's not dainty. That's why I draw the contrast. Today, beautiful, lovely, graceful. In there, messy. So I say that because some of you really, the births, the years, so many women not prepared in their minds, in their bodies, didn't know how to make decisions, didn't know how to cope, partners didn't know how to participate, no one could communicate with the healthcare team. That's when McMoyler method came to be. It's like, we need to address this. People really need to know how to navigate through the birth process. So I say to you again, in labor at the hospital, particularly as the labor goes on, it gets intense, it becomes challenging. It is doable. Some of you will do this on your own steam, and some of you will make new decisions for pain management. In transition, the response, you could use it in active labor. You could use it at 5 or 6 centimeters, but it's a bigger, grittier response because there's more pain, more challenge to move out of your body. So before, with me, let the jaw go, open the throat, we did this. Ha. One more time. Ha. Some of you will do that all the way through labor. Others of you will need to go here. He. Ha. Now that's primitive, because that's what's got to come up and out to have you cope through the peak of that transitional contraction. Not a delicate flower moment. Try it with me. And partners, for those of you who will be supporting the more intense labor, your nurses are there to back you up. We're trying to draw on all of her senses, visually, audibly, auditorily, tactily. We're trying to really draw on every sense to keep her with us. So I think it's nice to do something like this. He, ha. That's it, baby. He, ha. So she sees the rhythm. You might give her, so here's one hand, you might give her your other hand. Try this now. Hand her 2 fingers. Let her squeeze down. Squeeze down, squeeze down, squeeze down. Now let go, moms. Give her your whole hand. Now, moms, like you're a vice grip, squeeze on that hand. Do you see the difference? Squeeze harder. You can't do that through a peak of a contraction. You get blue fingers. Fingers could fall off. So partners, it's 2 fingers, peak of contraction. She may need to squeeze down to help herself get through. And we'll practice that in a minute. Everybody with me, looking this way, ready? Hold a hand up, get ready to pulse with me. Everybody looking over here. We'll do it together in a moment. It's he, ha, he. Can't hear you. Ha, he, ha, he. Last one. Ha. It's a visual cue because people, the stork is trying to take her into, not helpful. Keep it down.